Hello everyone and welcome to my first Inktober wrap-up of week 1. It's kind of late, but I did not have this channel in early October, so here we are. I am going to switch you to full voiceover mode after this introduction, but I thought I'd just do a bit of a facey on video thingy. If you're new to my channel, my name is Alina, I'm a fiction writer and I dabble in learning how to draw and paint and things like that. Hopefully one day I might be even able to create my own covers. So yeah, that's it for now. I will switch you to just my drawing and inking for Inktober, all at a pretty fast pace so that this video doesn't take 2 days for you to watch. So yeah. Let's get right into it and I shall see you all very soon. So this first piece for Inktober was the one I've spent the most time thinking about. I wanted to follow the official prompts at least for a while, so I came up with this concept of a kiss poisoning someone. I know it's technically venomous, but in this case, it's something you do to yourself of your own accord. It's like eating something that's poisonous. You also allow yourself to be kissed because that's the whole point. I thought it would work really well, and I did have a reference for it. I kind of lost it because it was kind of hard to pinpoint who the original artist of this was. There were several versions and I just didn't know. I found this on Pinterest, I think, and yeah, it's kind of hard to track back references, but I feel confident nobody will hate on me for it because you know, I'm just doing this for fun. It's nothing commercial, so yeah, whenever you can do your references, as in link them and give credit to the right people. So going back to this piece, it took me quite a bit to finish it and I was super enthusiastic about it. I think it's the piece I spent the most time deciding on what to draw. I went with several other ideas and nothing appealed to me as much, but this one, it just made sense to me in a way that has to do with my passion for urban fantasy and paranormal romance and things like that. Because we all have things we love, and as you will see with this Inktober, I have a certain type of character that I absolutely adore. It's usually the assholes and the baddies. Super smart assholes though. And the paranormal stuff and scary stuff. Because it's part of what I like to read, watch, write. I was kind of afraid of how everything will turn out for Inktober because, let's be honest, this is above my skill level by a lot. It's the same for the doodle challenge I'm doing, which you can definitely see if you are following me on Instagram. It's a Tim Burton inspired doodle challenge, and drawing so many characters in tiny spaces has been hard. And here is where I messed up the guy's jaw because I put the shadow where I shouldn't have. There will be a lot of messing up in this Inktober effort because I'm a total noob and anatomy is still a mystery to me. A paranormal mystery, you might even say. Yeah, bad pun, I know. But yeah, this is the completed first piece, and now let's move to my second piece, which I once again spent a long time deciding what to draw. But then I thought of what makes me feel warm and fuzzy and tranquil, and I decided to go with coffee and a book. So here we are. I tried my best to draw a girl sitting by the window watching the rain because it's autumn, although we didn't have a lot of rain so far, holding her coffee cup, and I wanted to place some books around her, but there wasn't enough room in this drawing because I always imagine they're going to take less space than they actually do in the end. So this is just the coffee break she's taking to watch the rain and think about stuff. And of course she's wrapped up in a fuzzy sort of a quilt, or you know, something warm, like a cover, bed cover, something. I don't know what that is, because it's not exactly a quilt, it's not made of squares, but you know, something warm and fuzzy, like a spread or something. I tried different things for texture this time, and I completely screwed her legs, because if you can tell, they kind of don't fit the rest of her body. Her hands were okay, her overall position was okay, the legs are kind of like not the right size for her, but I had fun with her hair and the rain and the fuzzy thing she's wrapped in and the coffee, and the hands don't look terrible. I'm trying to be positive about this because I did learn a lot and I feel like I've improved from simply doing a lot of drawings in October. By the way, this is the first and only week where I did exactly 7 drawings, which is why you're getting this in 2 parts. For week 2 I had 3 drawings, and for week 3, well, we shall see. I have 2 so far and I plan to draw another one today as I'm recording this this voiceover. That's the plan, but we'll see if we get there. And here it is, the completed piece for day 2 of Inktober, which was tranquil, if I'm not mistaken. I probably should have checked the prompts before I started recording my voiceover. By the way, using nothing but shading and maybe black and white is really difficult, which is why probably I've used a bit of color in most of my other pieces, even if it was just an accent color. I did try using a lot of color for one of my Inktober drawings. It wasn't the best result because my dual tip markers and their brush pens aren't the best. The colors are kind of streaky, they're on the cheapo side. So yeah, it still was fun to add some color, but I've thoroughly enjoyed doing pure black and white for Inktober as well. There's just something about it which I totally enjoy. Plus it's easy to edit to post on Instagram after that with the black and white feature. Tip for other noobs like me who also can't take proper pictures and they don't use Photoshop at a master level. That implies actually editing photos in a meaningful way. Yeah, that's master level for me. So yeah, hope you enjoy this one, even if her legs are completely off. Damn, I'm so sorry about that. I mean, if I just thought about it more and did the legs right, this would have been a pretty cool piece. Well, you live and learn. This is day 3 and the prompt for this was actually roasted. Like a lot of other people, I took a more figurative approach to it, and I decided to focus on what people use to roast me. And that typically is my height, my non-existent height. The idea of this is my boyfriend calls me a displaced garden gnome, especially when I wear that hat that I added to this drawing. So I thought I'd embrace that and draw a gnome that kind of embodies my height and wears my hat, but it's kind of epic and wields a sword and has a huge bow and arrows. And yeah, I went with that because I thought, man, I mean, I should own it. I definitely should just own this stuff and go with it. I think the hands are kind of off, they're kind of disproportionate to the head, but because this is a gnome, I might sort of get away with it because gnomes and dwarves and stuff, they have a pretty huge head for their bodies, so not completely awful. This is, however, the piece where I decided to use a lot of color, and it should have been great. It wasn't because of the streakiness, and if I tried to fix the streakiness, the colors would just get super dark, which was a bit annoying, but I had fun drawing this and pretty much roasting myself in an epic way. I did use a sort of reference for this. I did look for a fantasy gnome, but I changed everything about her face and what she was wearing on her head because I wanted my nice little gnome cap. And I think I've kind of changed her ears a bit too to just fit the drawing. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. This doesn't look anything like me, obviously, because I'm not that good yet. But I think it embodies the essence of my being a gnome. No longer a displaced garden gnome, now I'm an epic weapon-wielding gnome who still can't reach the top shelf at the supermarket. But hey, you can't have it all, can you? This weird focus thing happened a lot. I don't know why my webcam does this. I can only film at this angle with my webcam, and I did cut autofocus a few times and it still did this. I've edited most of it out, but yeah, I'm sorry about this. I'll try to do better in the future if I notice it, but the truth is I get so into these drawings that I just forget to check. Just as an idea, they took anywhere between 30 minutes and 1 hour and a half or two to make. Some were faster, and I think it got a bit faster the further into Inktober that I got, but yeah, this was about an hour, which, given the complexity or lack thereof, shouldn't have taken so much. But I'm a total noob. I've never done this. I've never tried Inktober before, and I think it's still a win what I've managed to achieve before I ruined it with colors. Now, I don't think I've ruined it. I just wish the colors were a bit smoother, and this is where I pull out my brush pens well after decorating the head, and you'll see exactly what it looks like. So enjoy the music and me coloring for a bit. By the way, that hat is that exact color. It's a gray, and it has some designs like that. Not exactly those, but I was too lazy to pull out the actual hat. Lazy Alina. Yeah, can you notice the streakiness? I think it's pretty obvious here for this olive green. It was annoying, but you still get the idea, right? So one constant throughout this Inktober was me discovering stuff on other people's posts and then trying to reproduce it. And I tried to create this dark background I'd seen on other people's posts because I thought it would make my design pop up more. I struggled a bit to get this to be consistent. And I think it looks okay in the end. I liked the effect. I just think it would work better with actual ink, not with this particular brush pen, which is not dark enough. But yeah, here it is. I had fun drawing it, and I love it because it's me roasting myself. This was the spell prompt, and I tried drawing a wizard casting a spell, but then I wanted to make it be a woman instead of the initial guy I had in the reference. I think it turned okay, but I don't think I'm at a level where I can perfectly draw stuff. When I altered the reference a lot, I still like how she turned out. I tried to make her cheekbones very prominent and her cheeks sunken, sort of as if her magic was taking a toll on her. And I like drawing the hood and her casting the spell, although you'll see in the end the effect of the actual spell, which I was hoping to get with the colors I used, wasn't the absolute best, I want to say. But I've enjoyed this piece a lot, and I think it doesn't have any glaring anatomy issues, which would be a first in this Inktober. There will definitely be more errors in me drawing characters. I skipped here a bit because I turned my camera off to get my dog ready for his walk. Those of you who don't know this because you're not following my other channel, I did break my leg in early August and I'm still recovering, so I can't walk my dog a lot. I do it sometimes, but I can't exaggerate, so I have to get him ready for his evening walk, which for some reason during the first week it always happened while I was drawing. So I paused the camera and then forgot to turn it on. So you've seen none of my line work, and you now see me shading stuff, which I think turned out okay. I think it made her look more like a skeleton with some skin slapped on because she looks so thin, and I like that effect. I like the overall look of it, and this was one of the first pieces where I only used color as a sort of a highlight and to draw attention to certain things. I will later use it on her eyes, a toned down version on her lips, and on the spell itself, which was supposed to be some circular thing shaping up as she's building the spell with her magical powers. I don't know how to explain what my thought process was, but it was really clear in my head. You have to trust me on that. I do find that I learned a lot just by watching other people's posts for Inktober. To be honest, I don't think I had an idea what to expect before joining this challenge. I have joined author related and writing challenges on Instagram before on my author account, and I was always able to keep up with everyone else's posts and like them and comment and stuff. With Inktober, I feel like maybe I've seen 2% of the posts so far. I know I was kind of in awe when I noticed 1 million posts when the first week wasn't even over. I think we're closing in on 4 million at this point, and that's insane. That's so awesome. And I've gotten a lot of likes and love for my artwork, even if I am a total noob. People have been super encouraging, and I'm really thankful for that. But yeah, I don't mind if anyone wants to critique everything I do. I know it's not that great. I'm a total beginner, and there's no shame in that. We all start somewhere. Some of us start earlier in life. They don't wait until, you know, they already have a different career, but they also want to do some drawing. But, you know, that's the fun of it, that you can start drawing at any point and get some results. I've definitely noticed some improvement throughout October just because I've been drawing more and having tons of fun with it and learning from what I've seen and what I've read and my own exercises. So let me know how your Inktober is going, if you're participating, or if you're not but you're still drawing every day or drawing occasionally. Do let me know how it's working out for you. I will try to release part 2 of this first week of drawings in a couple of days. And until then, enjoy your Inktober, enjoy your drawing. And if you're here from my author channel, happy writing to you, or happy reading. Do like this video and comment on it if you want to. It will definitely help me get some visibility for it. And subscribe if you want more of these videos in the future. There are at least 3 more coming your way, so yeah, it should be fun. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I will see you all very soon. Bye!